Welcome to the Monday, October 7th Select Board meeting. Will you join me in saying the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's do it. Yeah, first. Okay. So I don't think we have to, actually, I think we do. So would somebody like to make a motion to recess the select board meeting and convene as the? Well, actually, do we do that part?
No,
Yeah.
just,
What? You have to recess the select board and then.
Yeah, and
Start.
open up the public hearing for the unified bylaw.
Oh, that's,
you just have to read the warning.
Landfill sites, the state open proven up. NBC News' Melissa Parra found that effort continuing today in overdraft.
what are you watching?
So we don't need a motion for that. I stand correct.
Right.
Okay.
Notice is hereby given to the residents of the town of St. Albans that the select board will hold a public hearing on Monday, October 7th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. in the St. Albans Town Hall to consider for adoption the following proposed zoning bylaws and subdivision regulations pursuant to Title 24 VSA, Chapter 117. The bylaws affect the entire town of St. Albans. The purpose of the zoning bylaws and subdivision regulations are to provide for orderly community growth and to implement the town plan. The Planning Commission has completed a comprehensive rewrite of the bylaws, including changes to subdivision requirements of property surveys, updating the list of conditional uses, updates to the site plan and planned unit development regulations, parking, signs and definitions. A full draft of the text is on file in the St. Albans Town's clerk's office on the town's website at www.stalbanstown.com or by emailing Megan Sherlin, Director of Community Development at m.sherlin@stalbanstown.com. So having read that. Do you want to come up and speak or is somebody ready to make a motion to approve those bylaws?
So,
Yep, I'd second that.
Okay, any discussion on those bylaws? Okay, all in favor?
I,
Okay. So next up, we have warrants and Brian will start off with the general fund.
all right, general fund warrant. Dated October 7th, 2024. It's in the amount of $143,192.66. Three items that were on the larger side. One of them is our quarterly AmCare payment of $43,011.45. Next biggest one really is Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is of course ongoing. That's just shy of $30,000. And then there was one more that was related to a bond that we are paying, but then getting reimbursed back from the users. And that was on the last page, of course. And that's in the amount of $25,612.50. Must be with Anna before that. There's like 3 payments left out of about a 20 or 25-year bond. So we're nearing the end. Again, that whole amount comes back to us. So I would make a motion that we pass this general fund warrant as presented. Again, the amount is $143,192.66.
second,
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Brian. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, perfect. Jack, you have the payroll warrant.
yeah. Okay, payroll warrants for September 9th. $24,684.91. For September 16th to September 22nd, $43,811.25. And September 23rd to the 29th, $64,437.61. I move we approve the payroll.
Yep, second that.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
And Brendan, you have the miscellaneous warrants.
Stormwater utility warrant, October 7th, 2024, $2,627.60. All very minor stuff, all to do with stormwater, so I'm making a motion to approve that one.
Second. Good, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
And we've got, the pump station monitoring with Champlin Associates. We've got 2 months worth of invoices here totaling $770. So industrial park warrant, October 7th, 2024, $770, motion to approve.
Second. Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so Sean, we have some three larger charges for the ARPA account. You've got the new RAV4.
Yep.
So HR solution package.
Mhm.
Some of it, but not all, and then a new Ventrac with some attachments.
Oh, did you get that on this one? Yeah. Yeah, those are, I guess the only new one technically would be the HR. So we talked about the other two purchases. The RAV4 is literally over, I think, a year in the making. It just finally got in. We picked that up, me and Dave did last week. The Ventrac, basically it's finally getting it. So we're in the home stretch of ARPA, and it's we got pretty much every attachment we're gonna get for it, from stormwater attachments to it to snow blowing and pretty much everything we can.
You're gonna need that for
Yeah.
sidewalks.
Mhm. Yep.
Uh,
And HR is 3 years paid in advance for our new HR system. So they gave us a discount on that.
Yes, I know, and the reasonable expense for ARPA money that we clawed back if we did on stuff. The Toyota, we had some kind of a public bid one process where we accepted bids on that and all of them in one.
We actually went through the state bid system for it, yeah, and saved us some money, yeah. So it was the cheapest in the bid system.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did the local Toyota dealership bid on that at all?
I don't believe they did. I can ask Dave on that, but I don't believe so.
All right, federal ARPA fund warrant, October 7th, 2024, $126,743. Make a motion to approve.
Second. Thank you. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Is that all of them, Brendan?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so next up. So you have the minutes in your packet from the September 16th select board meeting. If nobody has any comments or changes, I'll take a motion to approve. So moved. Thank you.
Second that.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
So public comment, anybody in the audience want to come up, make a public comment? Okay, hearing none, anybody on Zoom like to make a public comment? Perfect. The next up will be local cannabis control board, so.
Now
would
we
some-
recess.
Yeah, would somebody like to make a motion to recess the select board meeting and convene as the local cannabis control board?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
We are now the local cannabis control board, and we have a couple applicants in the audience. Come on up.
We don't need chairs.
Standing room only.
You guys are chairs up. Yeah.
Who was in this room last
Just
day?
lift one up.
Hey, you just gotta lift it up a little bit.
We spent so much money tonight, we didn't have enough to wait for chairs.
Uh,
So, I guess you're Nathan, right?
I am.
Hi, So just give us a little background about your operation you're doing. We read your packet, but.
Sure,
Yeah,
no, it's
just a
totally
little
fine, I'd love
background
to.
and stuff.
Well, I began with hemp back in 2018. Basically at that, I'm sorry, I'll get closer. That's when we really started putting together, a solid operation plan, everything from security to how we do every SOP we have now. Currently, we are what's considered a tier 3 cultivation outdoor. We are strictly growing for processing. This is my partner, Keith Griswold. We own a facility in Hardwick, where we manufacture and process the material into different types of products, from vape carts to gummies, etc. We are not in the smokable market. The flower we grow is purely for extraction. We have pretty strict securities in place. We have with the entire cultivation is actually well set way in the back. There's no odor detected from the road. It's not visible from the road. We have cameras on both ends of the field, and we also have a camera that points to the entry point to the field. We have welded fence that surrounds the entire cultivation site. We have proximity alarms all around the site, along with proximity floodlights. On top of that, we also have a camper that I tend to, not every night, but once in a while we'll sleep out there with my dog, just in case, especially this time of year, when the flower is maturing and it's getting ready to be brought in. We have never had an issue on that property. We've never had anybody try to break onto it, nothing of the sort, but I'm still cautious nonetheless. Once the materials matured to the point of harvest, which actually we plan on doing tomorrow, the plant is removed from the field. We bring to our barn, which is also heavily secured. We have bars on all the windows. It is CCTV throughout. So we have cameras from every entry point visible that we can detect from our cell phones, and we'll be notified if there's movement. Every entry point has multiple locking mechanisms, so padlock and just a standard turn lock on the knobs itself. Every stall is also, it's an old horse barn, so there's stall runs that we close and lock up as well, just for added security. We're inspected by the state regularly too, as you know, by the CCB, and they're very strict and avid on security measures be putting in place. So we abide by all that and go a little above and beyond, because it's valuable. For us, it's our livelihood, but two, I also have children, and I don't want them getting any ideas or trying to get out there and play around, so I do take that very seriously. We also have home security in our home as well. So we have, cameras along the proximity of the house. We have what's called it's like a motion detection thing that goes off if there's too much motion going on in either entry point of the front. And yeah, that's really it. It's a big focus on security, on safety. We are not using any type of pesticides. It's before we actually got into the legal market, when we were doing strictly hemp, we were NOFA certified organic. So we abided by all organic practices, that NOFA stood by. We still continue on with those practices now, even though we can't technically certify NOFA certified organic, we still follow those practices. And then, like I said, once the material is dried and cured, we shuck down to all plant matter, leaf and all, gets removed from the stock, and then we bring it to the facility in Hardwick. Nothing is left at the barn, or at that property, I should say. It's immediately brought to Hardwick, where it'll be processed into oils, and then into products from that point. And yeah, I think that's as much as I can tell you off the top of my head. If you have specific questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
Yeah, no, does anybody have any
I was
questions?
gonna ask one. I was just reading your meeting with the DRB, and it mentioned that it's all medicinal. And you have to excuse me, so my
The
ignorance of
medicinal
this, but-
aspects.
Yeah, is that unique that you're doing that? Or
No,
is that what?
so what's happening right now is retail is allowed to opt on to what's called the medicinal program. where we can work with retailers that want to do like so the state has caps on regular, market. Like, so you don't have a license, you go and you buy, there's a cap on those products.
Mhm.
Now, if you're a card holder, that's different. If you're, terminally ill or whatever the case, they can offer you things that are much higher cap, which higher potency.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So to that end, yes, any retail that wants that, we abide, ultimately, it's a very new program because prior to that, there was very limited access to that level of cap or potency. Now that the CCB is working with individual retailers at that point, it's much more accessible.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're on Kellogg Road?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I believe the Bohannons or
Okay.
who owned it prior.
Yeah, and where you're at.
Yep.
I got, what kind of dog is it?
He's a German Shepherd Mastiff Akita Rottweiler mix. He's
Oh,
about-
boy.
He's 130 pounds. He's a big boy.
That doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
Nothing will.
Gotcha.
Couldn't do anything else.
No, he's a good boy.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else have any questions?
Nope, I make a
Okay,
motion to pass their. I forget the.
Green
words.
Mountain Scientific
There you go.
Outdoor Cultivator License.
Yep.
As
Approve
presented.
that license. Yep.
Second.
Thank you. Okay, and all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion pass, you guys are all
There you
good.
go.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. We really appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, would somebody like, yeah, you too. Somebody like to make a motion to adjourn the LCCB and reconvene as the select board?
So moved.
Yep. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Hi.
Okay, town managers report, John?
Yes, a couple quick things. Certificate of Public Good for Vermont's Public Utility Commission, Belco, has started its K-42 transmission line upgrade. So it already started last week, so they'll be doing upgrades to Swanton, Georgia, ourselves and thank you. That's begun, and also routes 207. The speed limit has been lowered from 50 to 40 for that kind of small stretch. They're doing it all the way up to through Swanton too. But just they had to tell us, obviously, that little stretch off of exit 20. If you take a left off of 20, you go to the route 7. That's now 40.
Oh,
instead of
it is.
50. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe not be official yet, but it is going.
It's going.
It's
that
bad,
way.
yeah.
I didn't realize it was 50. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's what I was talking to him about. I don't think it's gonna affect our stretch too much, but we'll see.
So that whole stretch out, the whole thing is 40
Up into Swanton now will be, yeah,
all the way to like
I believe,
near the Highgate Ice Arena?
I believe so. I think it hits 25 before that, but shortly before that, like,
Oh, through by the manor.
yeah, yes,
Gotcha.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
the way.
yeah.
Gotcha.
But,
Okay.
It goes back down to 40.
yeah, now it'll just be 40.
Affects our commute time in hockey. That's all.
Meh.
That's why I
Yeah.
asked.
Yeah.
We stay legal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we've switching gears, officially accepted the offer for our first ever full-time firefighter who begins next week, a week from today. October 14th. Yeah, I'm very tired.
Awesome.
All right.
So looking forward to that. And that is it.
So under other business, special budget meeting. So
Yes,
Sean, do you have like a date or a week or?
we typically do it the
proposal?
third week of October historically. So that would technically be next week.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Next week.
so that'd be the third week. We could go the next week too, if we'd like to. Obviously,
I'd really like to go to
the next
the.
one after that.
20th.
Okay. So.
Week of the, okay, yeah.
21st. to the
If-
25th.
Yeah,
Usually Tuesdays and Thursdays are a little better for me if that's.
I'm
good
gone.
for others.
24th.
so Tuesday, the 22nd.
Yeah.
You be here for that?
Yeah.
Okay, does that work for everybody else?
Yeah.
Perfect. for me.
And you have a regular meeting the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, I guess, probably do the third
So
week.
we have a
Yeah.
6:30 meeting the night before.
Yeah.
You want to just come in at 5?
Oh, I'll do it beforehand.
Yeah, we can do that.
It would be during the day anyway.
Come in at 5, do a budget work session for like
But
an
now this
hour,
would be
15, and then take a 15-20 minute recess, and then have the regular meeting. If they have anything to, I can't imagine we'll have anything to finish up with budget, be the first one through.
We could do it all in one meeting, get it done.
I guess the only thing would be, it's like last year have the departments come in and make their case for requests, so I don't know if you still want to do that, it's gonna be at 5. Or they could just give me their request. Go that route,
Well, I like hearing from them.
Yeah,
I like
that's what
hearing
I-
from them all year, I mean,
yeah,
you know,
that's what I would prefer to be. For them, so we could ask them, it's only what, 2 or 3 people, I guess. So we wanna do 5 on Monday,
If we do 5 on a Monday.
21st.
We get like an hour and 15 in.
Mhm.
We're gonna need more than that, all right?
Well, yeah. so you
Yeah, it
probably
took a
wanna
couple
take-
hours.
I like to have,
Last
but I guess we've done it in the years I've been on, the first year I was on, we dragged it on by having an extra hour every week or something.
Yeah.
In the evening.
Because
And
we
then
got-
at one point, we just did it day one and we just.
That's what we did
seemed to
last
get-
year.
Seemed like we got, it was pretty efficient.
That's just, yeah, we got everybody done in a day.
You gonna do a half day, come in at like noon on a day and stay until, we could come in at well, like 1 o'clock that Monday and just stay right through the meeting.
Yeah, orders.
And get some food.
Yeah,
What do you
used to
think?
do that.
On the 21st,
The 21st,
yeah,
that's fine.
okay.
Come in at like 1 o'clock.
Well, not,
I-
that won't be
I-
sick.
I-
It'll be great.
Mondays are a hard day for me.
Okay,
Because I get 2 days throughout the weekend, that a lot of stuff can go bad.
yeah. What would you like to do?
I'd like to do Tuesday at least, not Wednesday. But Brian likes Tuesdays.
You wanna
It's
move it?
open right now.
On J-
Can we move the regular meeting from Monday to Tuesday and still do it one shot through, not have to come twice?
Yeah,
That works for me.
that's a good idea. Yeah, thank you.
Tuesday noon,
1
then.
o'clock, Just stay right through the 6:30 meeting.
Wait, what's the planning commission meeting
Right, I'm assuming it is 6:30.
on Tuesday?
Yep.
Okay, we can't do that
Well, we can go in there.
Yeah.
for the
Oh,
regular,
no, we can't.
for the regular meeting, that'd be,
Well, we can
They
push
could.
them in.
we could push them.
Right.
That's plenty big. enough.
Yeah, they've had meetings in there before.
Well, I mean, I'd go in there, but.
If I got the whole boardroom, we still own it.
Yeah.
I think you televised.
It's spacey.
Planning?
No, but it's like what you know.
Recorded. We can do Tuesday.
Yeah, I think
Tuesday at 1.
Tuesday at 1.
Okay,
Sounds good.
Okay, yep. And move the select board meeting, the regular one to.
Tuesday at 6:30,
Yeah.
or even earlier.
Could make it 5.
We could make it at 5, yeah.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Cause we,
Yeah,
Then there's a chance that the planning commission could
yeah,
still
well,
have
just
it.
after dark. Get too much trouble.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
All right, let's get some good compromise.
It's a long day.
now,
Meeting at
next
5.
up, Israel and Palestine.
No. Okay.
Hey, St. Albans Town Hall and Google is now updated to this address, it looks like, huh?
Yeah,
I haven't.
I think that was, I might take credit for that one.
That was
I
nice.
Pretty persistent in that. It
Well done.
took a while. We said 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right, I think I was putting it in.
Yeah,
I think that's perfect. Cool.
yeah.
It's just
I
nice
think
to get
that's-
down.
Yeah, yeah,
what,
yeah.
Every
yeah,
hour.
yeah.
Yeah, if we're here, we can get people and get done. Some of the-
And then the regular meeting at 6:30,
Monday, thank you for watching. I'm Oscar. Please take care of yourself
5.
and each other.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and we're gonna do 5 o'clock because the planning commission meets at 6:30, so we want to clear the room for 'em.
Excellent, thank you.
Want to get her done.
Yes.
So this, okay, so we got that set. Does anybody have any other business?
I was wondering if I could ask Sean, do we have one for the joint police yet?
Not yet, no. I saw Don the other day, but
If
Talk about
possible, if we could get that date
Yes,
that'd be great. So I can make sure I can be there.
we keep talking about doing it, but we haven't done it. I imagine at this point. Be the last week of October or first of November. If I had to guess.
That's all I had, John.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. I'll just wait for them.
Yeah.
So I had a question. Are we making any progress or anything with a possible cell tower in the bay?
Yeah. Slowly but surely.
Okay, so you're still,
Yeah,
Yeah, and also there's a national meeting, for new cell tower regulations and how to do it. And that's on the 24th, I believe, of this month. And I've signed up for that. I've been
Oh, nice.
accepted for that.
thank you. Okay. Schedule, the next select board meeting is Monday, October. No, it's not, 22nd.
Tuesday, October 20th.
Tuesday, October 22nd at 5 o'clock. And the next one after that will be Monday, November 4th at 6:30. Okay, somebody like to make a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel matter where premature general public knowledge of the subject matter would place the towns or persons involved at a substantial disadvantage. Further move to enter into executive session to discuss a personnel matter under the provisions of Title 1313A1 of Vermont statutes and to invite the town manager and director of operations.
Second.
Oh, thank you. All in favor? Aye. Okay.
Recording stopped.